Welcome back, everyone, to the Light Novel Feats podcast. This is episode 46. 46. Biggest game right
Adamar.
Oh, man, and today we're going to be talking about Keyboard Immortal. And let me tell you, 3 weeks in a row, we got hope.
What was it? Absolute Resonance?
Yeah.
No, Absolute Resonance was pretty good, actually.
No, it wasn't Absolute. It was obviously,
it was
Hell of Being Heroes last week.
9-star.
9-star, and then Keyboard Immortal.
Oh, no. Devil's Son-in-Law.
And Devil's Son-in-Law.
That's what it was. It was Hell of Being a Hero, 9-star.
Well, Devil's Son-in-Law, then 9-star, then Hell of Being a Hero.
I was going backwards.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Keyboard Immortal.
Yeah.
So 4 weeks in a row, actually.
Just disrespected recently. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if they're like on vacation and throwing trash out, bro. Oh man, this was such a drag to read.
It was pretty slow. Keyboard Immortal was very politicky this week. And usually I love politics, like, when you're reading them.
Yeah.
But it wasn't interesting because I knew that Zuan could just use his power to just get rid of it all.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest, I think we've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. When we know that our main character could solve the problem, instantly, then all this other stuff just actually seems like bullshit. It's like, just do the damn thing, bro. You don't need to go in all these circles. It's fun doing the circles when your main character or whatever character can't accomplish the goal. Without doing the circles.
Earlier when obviously when Zhao Han was present.
Yeah.
When he was just, if he did what he did right now, I'd have been like, that's my boy. He can kill a king and not worry about it. He can get away scot-free. But now it's just like, he's the strongest in the world. It's nothing, bro. It doesn't mean anything.
Exactly, and it's like, he doesn't need to go through any hoops.
No.
Kill him. Mm-hmm. And obviously that sounds drastic, but we gotta think about the world.
In the cultivation world.
Yeah, the cultivation world. Come on, guys,
just move on.
King Jin, King Dai, King whatever's, just die.
Just nothing.
And you step up. Honestly, the fact that these people are killing his or crippling his loved ones and stuff, I'm not surprised he didn't just go more ape shit.
Yeah.
Cause he went pretty hard, but I don't know. Honestly, too, bro, I don't even know how much I want to talk about the first 70 chapters.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to talk about. We can give it. It's pretty brief, to be honest. So basically, when they return back to the capital, he comes.
A little cool thing on the way from the capital, I would say, is Ji Doyin.
Yeah.
Kind of becomes official harem.
Pretty much.
I thought that was interesting to read. That's something that's been kind of talked about for a minute. Finally happened.
For a long time.
Basically, since first 100 chapters.
Yeah, she kisses Zuan.
Yeah, so that was pretty big. I think that's the only big thing. And there's a couple of things in there, but the first 70 chapters, man.
Yeah. So after that, Yun Jianye and Q Hanley, they leave.
Yep.
Go back to Double Sec. Same with
Pei Man.
Yeah, Pei Man, Chuyan, and
her master.
Yep.
Stone Cold Woman.
Yep. Yang Zhuyan.
Yep.
And then
all the sects kind of dispersed.
Yeah. Obviously, Zuan's like, you know what? He went to all the Tao sects. Like, I got you.
Yeah. And he met.
Everyone was just like, thank you.
Yeah,
he
met B. Linglong's father.
Yeah, Biki.
And he was basically sucking up.
Yeah. Oh, there is one.
There was one.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
That was the only big thing in the last 70 chapters.
I'll say there's two big things. One is kind of minor big thing, but pretty cool.
Yeah. So
he gets back to the capital.
Yeah, with the hot rod.
Yeah, the hot rod.
I love that he calls it the hot rod.
Yeah, that's true.
And then he finds out, or he doesn't find out, but he is trying to figure out a solution for the Meng clan and the
Murong, or the King clan.
Clan, yeah. I was trying to remember the surname because they're locked up because obviously they're on King Key's side, and
King Key's dead.
Yep, and with King Key dead and the Emperor dead, and as the guys for the army, they have to take responsibility. Political scapegoat.
Yeah.
And because they're even though they were on kinky sides, they're more of righteous people, so it's really easy to just
very true.
get rid of
Because
them.
they'll accept it. They'll be like, "Oh, you're taking me to prison."
They won't fight back. They won't play dirty. They're just gonna be like, hope for their justice.
Yeah, they'll be like, "I know I've been what is it? I don't know how to say it. Like when they're like, they don't do any wrongdoings. I don't know. Not corrupt. They've been non-corrupt people who haven't committed any crimes. Righteous. There you go. When they're like, they'll be like, "Oh, I've been a righteous person. I know I haven't committed no crimes. Take me to jail. You'll find that evidence. Like you won't find anything against me." Then they're like, "Bro, we fabricate evidence.
Yeah,
and when we don't need to fabricate evidence, we just do it just cause."
Yeah, for real. So basically, he was just dealing with that the whole time, and then he goes to the Was it the Meng clan or the Kin clan? No, he goes to the Kin clan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To see where everyone's at. Obviously, it's empty.
Yeah.
And he finds that there's some guards there. They're hovering around Chu Yao Zhao. Because they're just like, we know you have what's her name?
Muran Ki.
Oh, Murong King.
Is it? Yeah. Muran King. Yeah.
They're like, we're suspicious. You might have her in there, so we need to check. And he's like, nope, can't check. And obviously they're, getting ready to break in, and she comes out, and they're about to arrest her. So they're all about to fight back. And then Zhuang comes in, kills them
Saves
all.
the day. Yep.
And then he brings them back to his mansion. And then did he go meet Ling Long after? Or I don't remember what he did after that.
After that, I think he met...
Or was it the Queen or Empress?
I think after that he met his the song girl, Song Ki. Yeah.
The song girl?
Song Ki and Zhang Dang.
Oh!
Yeah, that's the big thing that I'm talking about.
Oh, song. I say sang.
Oh, you say... Is it sang? Is there an A in there?
It's SANG.
Okay, then sang, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's why I said song. I was like...
I thought it was an O.
I almost... Yeah, because you confused me, because I was like, he didn't go meet the girl... Because when you said song, I assumed the Scarlet Red invitation spot, so I was like, oh, you're talking about her? I was like, he met her later.
Yeah.
But yeah, he goes to the Sang clan.
Yep.
Because he has a daughter.
Yeah, we found that out. Dumb job.
That is the mini bomb.
Yeah, the mini bomb.
He has a daughter.
Yeah, 3 months old.
Yep, and it's kind of shocking because like when everyone else finds out he has a kid already, they're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, they are.
Then I'm like, you have a kid already?
True. I was gonna be like, I have just been extremely disrespected.
Yeah. And the only upside when they meet the kid is gonna be like, oh, it's not a boy. Oh, thank God. That's literally what they're gonna say.
Even then, I think they're still gonna be pissed. They're gonna it's gonna be instantly a challenge of who can get pregnant next.
Yeah, they're gonna be hella pissed.
So Sang-Ki gets a daughter, Sissy.
Yep, Cece. Cece is like her nickname.
Okay. Cece, we got Cece. What's her last name? Ki? No, well, it's Song Cece because they gave her Sang Cece because they gave her the Sang surname.
Yeah,
for now.
Yeah, because they didn't want anyone to know.
Well,
but yep, and then he's going after that. After he does,
I like that would have affected more stuff, bro.
The daughter.
Yeah, they kind of dropped it in there.
Yeah, then they glossed over it.
They glossed over it, and he was like, I know there was a lot of things going on, but I don't know. I thought he would go through more of an emotional like thing because he's a father now.
Yeah,
and that just didn't happen.
No,
he was just like daughter, like played with her.
It's like, oh yeah, she's cute.
Yeah,
and then left.
See you in a couple of weeks. I was very, very surprised by that. Yeah. I was like, I thought, in my opinion, I thought he was gonna do whatever he was gonna do, and he was gonna come home every night to see the daughter.
Yeah,
but then that like really never happened.
No, it didn't.
I was kind of disappointed, to be honest, in him. I was like, deadbeat. Even though he has been saying throughout these chapters that he wants to go like into seclusion basically and cultivate like on his own.
Yeah, because now he's level 44,
74.
So after this, he goes back to his mansion where he finds King Jin, those were the guards that he killed. Belonged to King Jin because they were trying to arrest around King A. So they come back here when they find out that Zuon brought him back, and then they fight Zuon. They're like, "Oh, there's no key off him. Right,
Yeah,
we're gonna get him."
Yeah,
the classic. And then obviously Zuon bodies all of them.
Bro.
He chokes. He's like he Darth Vader's
literally Darth Vader. I thought he held him up with his hand, but then we find out later he Darth Vader's hand.
He was like, and then King Jin dies.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
Yeah, me too. I was like, oh, he kills King Jin.
I thought that was gonna be the moment.
Where he comes out and just goes me too.
Yeah.
And then they didn't do that.
Yeah. Then the next 40 chapters was about the King Jin interrogation, and he becomes from Emperor Golden Envoy 11. He becomes the chief of the
commander because
the chief commander.
Yeah, because the Empress is like, okay, we're gonna have you investigate. She said we're gonna have Golden Token 11 investigate the death of King Jin. And obviously Zuon was like, oh. He died because apparently King Jin was sick.
So he was very sick, always sickly. Yeah.
So he said Zuon was like, "Oh, I scared him so badly he died." And I was like, "Oh, I guess." And then
I guess that he should still be at fault for murder. But they were just like, "Oh, since you only scared him and didn't actually choke him to death, you're fine."
Yeah. And then King Jin, Embroidered Envoy was like, "Yep." He died because he was scared, and everyone was like, "What?" And they were just like, "Yep." What you want to challenge the Embroidered Envoy?
Yeah.
And then
because he also started wrecking people.
Yep, as the commander, so he killed all those masks. So people were like scared now, and the Empress was like, "Oh, you're the chief commander."
That was pretty big, and then there was and basically we find out the king died. So also in this, because I don't know if it was ever made known before. I don't think it really was. Zhao Han had 5 children.
Yeah.
I thought he only had the crown prince the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't remember the other ones.
I mean, he had kids. He just never mentioned them.
Yeah, so maybe they like mentioned it and I just lost it out of my mind.
Because
like, do you remember them talking about it before this?
No.
Okay.
I just remember him being like, "Oh, there's other kids."
Oh,
but just people being like,
they're irrelevant because crown prince.
Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't even remember.
I'm pretty sure the crown prince is still the oldest.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Because that's the biggest reason for him. Yeah. Oh, he's the eldest son gets the.
Yes, it's true. But I just thought he only had the crown prince until these chapters. But yeah, he has 5 kids. They were irrelevant until now, anyways.
And so now they're all fighting for the throne.
And so King Dai, another one of the children, was pushing King Jin to do this. And then there's a whole bunch of hoopla.
Yeah, and then you have the main clan is one of the, I think, 10 great Duke clans.
Yeah.
That were supporting King Dai to fight for the throne.
I think it was 8. 8 great Duke clans.
It's not 10.
I think it's 8.
Oh, it's probably okay.
And they also throw in a tidbit when they talk about it that they had a bunch of peak grandmasters and some of them might have broken through.
Yeah,
wink, wink.
Because they said because they called the actual dukes.
Yeah.
Because they're Duke clans, but the dukes that started the clans, they're all, we don't know how strong they are. So that's why people were like, just be careful about them.
Yeah, they basically said that they used to be known as peak grandmasters and they might have even hit Earth Immortal. But since Zhao Han was so he wasn't like a regular Earth Immortal, he was like a pretty strong Earth Immortal that even if they did have,
they would have hit it. Yeah,
even if they hit Earth Immortal, they wouldn't have mattered in front of Zhao Han. So they were just didn't say anything.
Yeah, so pretty much we found out. So we also, the Empress has also got her cultivation back.
Oh yeah, she's a grandmaster. That was pretty big.
She and Bi Ling Lung are the 2 strongest factions in the court. And obviously, people start to realize that Zuon has some kind of relationship
to both of them.
They know about Ling Long, but with the Empress, because they were like, "Why is the Empress defending Zuon?"
Yeah.
And so now, because everyone was like, "Oh, if he was only under Ling Long's protection, no way he would have gotten out of that."
Yeah.
But with the Empress, he just got a slap on the wrist.
And he's also porking the Empress again.
Yep.
That never really stopped, but I think before he was kind of
trying to.
Yeah, he was very reluctant to go over there.
Yeah, because he felt
kind of used, it was a transaction.
It wasn't the used part. It was more like the relationship part, I guess. Well, I guess used is right because it was like,
she has an ulterior motive.
Yeah, she's gonna discard me right after. But it seems like she was more favorable with him than he thought.
Yeah.
So now, that relationship's good, and then, what is it?
After all that, I'm not gonna lie. There's a bunch of stuff. I think the next important part is, and throughout this investigation, Zuan. Before we get there, Zuan becomes the libationer.
Yes.
He goes into the rear mountain, and they all have a vote, all the disciples, and basically all of them except the second one who wasn't there, and he's the doctor that we don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
The ninth one, which is a singer, which we don't know about, and then the principal who said no, Gian Lufa. What's her name?
Jiang
Stalking
Lofu?
girl. Yeah, her.
Jiang Lofu.
Yeah, the old principal from Bright Moon City who wears the black stockings that everybody cannot get enough of. Had to give him 3 chapters every time she's seen.
Oh yeah.
And so they had a vote. Zuan becomes libationer. Oh, the divination girl also didn't want him to become the libationer, but she got majority voted out. And yeah, pretty much easy. He becomes libationer. Fiend King, Fiend Racer's regent. He's just a guy. He's him. He's him. And so that was pretty big. And he then, after meeting, and then we actually get the surprise visit of Chu Chu Yan's little sister, the middle sister.
Yeah, she's finally made a return.
How do you?
Chu Hanzo.
Yeah.
I think it's Wanzo or Hanzo. I think it's Hanzo.
Okay. I feel like it's definitely not Hanzo, but I'll call her Hanzo for ease.
That's kind of how I hear it. It's
Okay.
in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, to me, it makes sense because she's kind of a tomboyish.
Oh, okay. I'm
I'm
down with calling her Hanzo. I will put in that I strongly think that's not how you say her name.
too, but
Okay.
I feel like Hanzo's just.
But I'm okay with saying
Yeah,
that
me
just
too.
for ease of
Yeah,
use.
just for ease of use.
Yeah, all right. So
Yeah.
Chu Hanzo, second oldest of the Chu clan, and his mother-in-law.
Yep, they make a return.
Kim
Wanru.
Yeah, and she is the daughter of the Duke State of Triumph.
Yep.
Who is the leader of the King clan, who is the biggest supporter of King Ki.
Yep.
And they show up and they're like, oh, we heard they're in jail, so we came by. We're trying to clear their name. We just want to see them. And Zuan's like, all right, I'm the libationer. I'm the Fiend King Regent. Like, because nobody's supposed to be allowed to get into that imperial prison. He's like, don't worry, I can get in. I'll bring you in. They're like, okay. They just go in. They think it's just going to, like, see them.
Well, they're going with
also the principal.
Yeah, Jiang Lafu.
Jian Lafu. And then the 2 girls, Muran Kingye.
Yep.
And the third, or the youngest daughter of the Chu clan, who cross-dresses, so they see her as a boy.
It's so funny.
It is funny. And so they get there and they meet the Muran clan, and the Muran clan is like, swears obedience to Zuan, basically, because he's like, don't worry, I'll get you out in a couple of days. And then he goes to the King clan, and he finds that somebody sucked out the cultivation of the king, the Duke.
Yeah, the Duke.
The
Duke's sons.
No, I think...
Or was it the grandsons?
So I think the Duke's sons legs were broken.
No, that was Moron clan, right?
No, the Moron clan was fine.
I thought a couple of them got their legs broken.
So it was the King clan's like generation in
No. Oh,
it was Chu Chu Yan's like uncles.
Yeah.
They got their legs broken and they had a sinister energy in their legs.
Oh, that's what it was.
And then Zuan like sucked out like the black energy that was basically gonna make them like their legs crippled. And then he went to the Duke State of Triumph, like the grandfather, Chu Chu Yan's grandfather.
Yeah, and he maintained his thing from dispersing.
Yeah, because he got actually crippled.
Yeah.
Like they sucked out his cultivation, like he was left for dead, and his brother, who's also like
that's
similar
who it
level.
was.
Yeah,
That's who it was.
it's just like their second grandpa or whatever.
Yeah.
They both had their cultivation sucked out, and they were basically on their deathbed, and Zuan saves them, and that's when it starts getting crazy. Because then he's like, "Oh, like people heads have to roll for this." And there's they have a guard that they found. His like Yi Ping.
And so they take him to the court.
But before they take him to the court.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah. Zuan's like, I'm gonna kill this man right now, and all the ladies there, and the Duke State of Triumph is like, no, we have to follow the rules. We've always followed the rules. He's like, I'm going to kill this man right here, no matter what. Justice will not be served. And they like basically press him. They're like, don't do it. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Be a virtuous man. And he's like, fine, I'll break his legs only, and we'll go to the court.
He slapped the shit out
Yeah,
of
he
that
did.
guy. He was like,
Now take over the court, bro. The court was so boring. It was like 10
the
chapters.
court was boring.
It was like 10 chapters of Ring Around the
I'm
Rosie.
telling you, 1,000 chapters ago, that would have been great. But
Yeah.
it's not good right now.
I know.
It basically brings Yiping beating ass up.
Yeah. Ping lies. He says everything that happened on Zuan's story.
Mhm.
The Murong or the main clan has some stupid scapegoats. They just pass off the thing
they're
to.
like, there's no evidence
Yeah.
to really grab them.
Mhm. That's basically it.
Yeah, and obviously the Empress and Belong were like, we couldn't do it. We can't help you.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Okay. That's all I need to
they're
hear.
like, don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, they were both said it.
They were both saying that because obviously they don't know how strong he is, and they're like, oh, they have Grandmaster Earth Immortal. It's like, it's not going to war isn't a good thing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
he was very calm and collected. He went to see both of them, and he was like, "Is that all you're gonna do?" And she's like, "That's all I can do."
It's like, I understand.
Mm-hmm. I understand. Both of them gave them the please don't do anything. We did the best we can, and he even gave him one more chance. He's like, "Is that all you guys can do?" To both of them separately, of course, and they were basically like, "We did the best we can." They'll still have some light repercussions. Some minor members might die, but like that's the best we can do. And he's like,
"Oh yeah," because he was also asking like, "Can we get the Moron clan, King clan back to the original post?" She was like, "Probably not."
Yeah,
and he was like, "That was the last."
Yeah, that was the last straw. He's like, if that, because they were basically asking to like let them get demoted, lose a couple of their members, basically be kind of like shunned.
Yeah,
and he was like,
"No,
I'll solve this myself.
We're not dealing with that."
And he shows up to King Dai's manor, and he finally big dicks it.
Yes. Yeah, what should have happened so many chapters
honestly
ago,
like 50 chapters ago
happened. He was like, he starts killing everyone.
He literally does.
King Dai's mansion flattened.
And he literally says when he gets there, he's like, King Dai, get the fuck out of here. I was surprised when he did that. Like, didn't he kick it first?
Yeah,
and then like he kicked the door, and then he was like, King Dai, get the fuck out of here. And then he just goes on a murdering spree.
Yeah, he's slow. It's like slow and methodically. He doesn't go fast. He just lets one by one. He just tears them down just to scare King Dai. Because I think he figures out that there's a teleporter. So he's like, oh, activate that teleporter. So, and then they teleport to the main clan. And then they go to the main clan. And Zone's like, finally got the big fish.
And then the big fish shows up. I forget his name, Meng Yan or Tran.
Meng Yi.
I thought Meng Yi was like the master / grand. Yeah, I think he was like a master.
He's like the clan head.
He's like the clan head who's like a master. I think he was. And then he had like Meng Tran or something. I don't remember his first name.
You're talking about like the patriarch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Okay. Yeah, and he was like a grandmaster.
Yeah, he was like peak grandmaster.
And then and then basically, so we also find out that the guy above him, they call him like a black clothed man, right?
Yeah.
And he was the one who sucked out the cultivation from the Stake Tube of Triumph and his brother in the jail. And Zuan, when he finally saw him, he was like, "It was you." And he was like, "Oh, you're talking about that?" Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, that was so funny.
I was very surprised. He was like, "Yeah, that trifling old thing," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Because you're an Earth Immortal, you're feeling crazy today.
And and then he got hit with the reverse
card.
He was like, "I'm gonna get your cultivate." It's like, oh, his suction stronger.
Yeah.
Instantly devoured.
Yeah, it wasn't even crazy.
No, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Everyone's shocked, like, "Oh my god,
I buried its backer."
Yep. And then he grabs, or no, I think, who did he kill first? Did he kill the clan head and then the patriarch, or did he kill the patriarch and then the clan head?
I think it was the patriarch and then the clan head.
Oh, that's right. So he killed the patriarch. He then goes for the clan head. No. Oh, no, not the clan. He kills the patriarch, and then the golden dragon shows up.
Yes, the golden dragon.
So this is apparently like a dragon that got banished out from the clan because he was, typical trash, untalented type. And then he roams around. He gets saved by the main clan patriarch, and then he agrees to be their protector or defend them 3 times or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And
3 times too many.
And then this dragon turns out he woke in the noble golden dragon bloodline.
Trash.
So yeah. So Zuon's just like, is this all you got?
Yeah, come on, guys. It's like this is what you were so proud about. Yeah.
kills him.
Easy. Light work.
And then we see something cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Dragon King descendant, who's also an Earth Immortal.
What's his name? Like Hang C or something?
I don't remember.
It started with an H.
They said his name?
I'm pretty sure they said his name.
I don't remember if they said his name, but he descended. He was like, who dares kills the noble golden dragon bloodline? Because apparently, like, anyone who awakens the bloodline is like, it's like the number one bloodline for them. So killing them.
Yeah.
When you kill one of them, like, they find out. And obviously, he didn't see Zuon. He's like, Regent? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, ah, crap. Because obviously, he can't just back off.
Yeah.
And then we hear one of the, I'm pretty sure it's the princess, the mermaid princess, was like, yo, that's the Regent. And, you know, thank you for killing a fallen member of the dragon clan that escaped.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, yeah, thanks, Zuon. And then leaves. He's like, thank you very much, Regent.
Yeah. That was hilarious, bro.
And they're just all wide-eyed, like, oh, he's gone. And then,
that was the only thing that saved us. But I want you guys to know that wasn't
enough.
It wasn't enough for we were so excited for 100 chapters because of the turmoil that Zalhan's death would bring, and obviously I knew there'd be some political turmoil. But we thought he would just like stamp it down or immediately, or even if he didn't stamp it down, he would somehow, in my head, I don't want to speak for you, that like that he would just bring all the people that he wanted safe and like they would just go somewhere else, like maybe back to Bright Moon City or something, so he wouldn't have to like basically like it would just happen on the background. I didn't think we'd actually read all the political turmoil. That was crazy.
Yeah, I thought that after the King Dai incident or King Jin incident happened, I thought he was just gonna immediately start killing them.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I thought immediately was gonna happen.
But how about before that? Before like just when he's getting to the capital, because that's what I thought was gonna happen when he got to the capital. Either he was gonna instantly become emperor, or he was taking all his people and just dipping.
I thought I was probably leaning more towards like being the leader emperor type.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was my first option.
I was like, oh, okay, all he needs is just to kill whoever the strongest left, and
yeah.
But they didn't do any of that.
Yeah,
not at the beginning. And so then he did he Darth Vader Mengi or the clan head, or did he actually choke him this time?
I think he actually choked him this time.
So he was choking him. He was ready to kill him. And then the 8 dukes.
Yep.
They make, or I guess 7 dukes now.
4, 5, 6, 7 Power Rangers.
Because he killed one of the dukes.
Yeah.
They come out and they're just like, whoa, partner.
Yeah.
Hold your horses.
Yep.
Don't kill him.
Don't stop.
And then they introduce, or did they introduce themselves? They introduced themselves one by one.
Yep.
And then Zoon's like, okay.
And literally. No, he said okay and like.
Oh yeah. Right. He's like okay, and
yeah.
And they're like, so let him go. And he's like, what if I don't want to?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't do it, there's gonna be consequences.
He's like, it was awesome, bro. I was like, I needed that. I needed some of that.
And then they all get pissed, obviously. And then, what's his face? The member of the royal clan, who is the same generation as Zhao Han's grandfather, announces, he's like, I'm an Earth Immortal, I broke through. Comes out, gives the, young man, you shouldn't be so arrogant. Back in my day, kind of type lecture. And Zuan will hit him with the, or he's like, do you think you're invincible in this world? And Zuan was like, now that the human emperor and the demon emperor are gone, I am invincible in this world. Yeah. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
When I read that, I was like, yes, finally. You should have done this 100 chapters ago. Yep. You are invincible. We've been knowing this.
Yes, yep.
And then obviously the Earth Immortal duels him. And Zuan was like, go first. And he was like, no, you should go first. I don't want people to bully you. And he's like, but what if I kill you?
In one shot? Yeah.
And he's like, huh? Then he's like, no one's allowed to take revenge from me or anything. I guess I'm just that bad. Yeah. Someone's like, okay. Kills him. Shot. Yeah. Uses he basically pulled out all the stuff. So he used Star Shattering Input, and activate 2 other skills. Yeah. And then obviously uses the sword light skill.
Yeah.
Kills him.
It's the death.
And then the Dukes were like, activate the array,
Hey,
which is like their final defense for humanity, like killing array. And then obviously the academy teachers come out and they're like, no. And then the Empress comes out and she's like, you know what? We're good. She calms down. She's like, Mengi, or I think that was his name. Was like, he's a traitor. He tried to usurp the throne, the crown prince, and he committed treason. And Zuon's also the regent. She just slipped that in there. And we were just like, yep, that's smart because he's also the Fiend Race's regent. Can't let him be. Oh, and she made him a king.
Yep.
And we were just like, huh? But everyone was just like, oh, thank God. Thank God the Empress did that because Zuon, he's strong.
Yeah, he's about to kill all of them.
He one-shotted an Earth Immortal. Yeah. Everyone was like, God damn.
That's what should have happened 80 chapters ago.
Yeah.
I will say one thing we glossed over before all of that. I don't know. I want to know why I forgot. When he became the Libationer, we got a fucking bomb drop that we both already guessed.
Yes,
we got dissuaded by the Libationer's lies.
But that was one of the things to talk about. I did forget it for a second.
Yeah. So we called it like when
he owed us.
When Zuan was that's why I got a shock. Sorry. When Zuan was interrogating that shaman in the Yi Commandery. What was that guy's name? Do you remember?
The shaman?
No, remember that guy who was possessed by a shaman?
Oh, yeah.
It was like Governor something.
Yeah, Governor Zhang, I think.
Maybe Governor Zhang.
It began with a Z.
Yeah, and he was Governor Zhang.
What's the girl's name?
I know it's her name too.
It's Zhang.
I think it's Zhang. He was the one that told us about the backstory about the whole old dynasty, Ming dynasty, and we find out, and we at the time both called it that so one of the princes back then escaped and had a child. So that prince died, and then he had a grandchild or a child.
He had a it was the prince. He had a child,
and
then he had a child.
Yeah. So he was like the Libationer's like grandnephew is what he was.
Something like that.
Yeah. And
because he's a descendant of no, it's actually not the Libationer's grandnephew. Because it is because I forgot it's his brother married.
Yeah. So the Libationer's grandnephew, because the Libationer's from the past dynasty, was basically was just left out. Basically, they didn't know what happened to him.
The imperial grandson.
The imperial grandson was just like, we don't know what happened to him. Whatever, he'll be found. And the Zuan, in the last time we talked about Keyboard and Order, asked the Libationer, like, "Is that me?" And Libationer was like, "No, that's not you. Go to become the new Libationer." And then
go help him fulfill his destiny.
Yeah, and then when he gets there, he meets an old servant who finally tells him the truth, and he's like, "You are the imperial grandson."
And he was like, "Huh?"
And bro, I was so mad.
Me too. I was like,
we called this like 300 chapters ago.
I was like, bro, you hold him.
Yeah.
Why'd you tell him that? He's like, I'm not gonna do that. And then he guilt tripped him. I mean, it was kind of semi guilt because he was like, bro, your parents they were defending you with their lives on the line when you died. And he described the whole thing of what happened to John. Yeah. Or when he was like, yeah, you got hit with
the seal on his
crotch.
Yeah, on his crotch that he can't like get hard anymore. So basically, they wouldn't foster any more children.
No more children, and he couldn't cultivate.
Yeah, and then they went through the whole thing, and we actually found out here, which is why it was important. That B Linglong's father was the one who killed his parents.
Yep, he's the one who chased down the Ming Dynasty remnants.
And so Zuan was at a crossroads. He's like, do I continue with B Linglong? Like, what would she do if she had to pick between me and him? And he like even asked her. He was like, oh, if your dad and me were both drowning and we didn't have cultivation and we both couldn't swim, who would you save? And he's like, and she's like, I'm saving my dad because I know if it was your choice, you'd have 8 other girls to save instead of me. But yeah, that was a big point that we finally got confirmation on. Libationer lied to us. We were right 300 chapters ago. We were right. We called that. I was happy to see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be annoying though.
Yeah,
because it's like he's already the regent. He's already the strongest. Do we really care about restoring the Ming Dynasty?
Yeah,
we don't really need to.
Yeah.
Unless you're just, you could kill the crown prince and then be like, I'm the new crown prince. I'm the new emperor.
Yeah.
Because, no one could stop you and you'd have the Fiend races backing you, I guess.
Yeah.
but
You just dominate the world.
yeah, it'll be annoying in the sense that if he doesn't deal with it right away,
Yeah,
it's just like, bro, can you just go tell them, be like, hey, I'm already the regent. I don't need to restore the name Meng.
yeah,
Like, I don't care.
yeah. And that was pretty. I hope we do not get a whole bunch of politicking about his main dynasty thing.
Yeah, it doesn't
need
matter
to be
anymore.
Yeah.
He's already the strongest.
Yeah, he's already strong. It's like
we don't care about.
At this point, it's a formality.
Yes, we don't care. We don't care about going through the process of the formality.
Yeah. Give us the formality, but don't go through the process.
Yes, we don't need to spend 100 chapters of, well, we got to do this, you know, to get the people on the side,
and these people will be upset about this decision.
And it's just like,
exterminate 3 clan generations. That's it.
we don't need to worry about any of that anymore. Oh, you know what? Also, is another thing.
Well,
so the King Died's wife.
Yeah.
So she actually suspected that, because they were wondering how Zuan was getting away, and they were the ones like, oh yeah, so he has protection of the Empress and Beeling Long. How is he close to the Empress? She was like, she might be, you know, getting
doing a little sign.
Yeah,
doing a little sign.
And he was like, preposterous. How could that happen? And she was like, you don't know a woman?
Yeah.
And of course, then after that was death to the Meng clan.
Yep.
But
one other thing I think will is important is we find out from the second Empress on the Fiend race side that portal where the
it's getting worse.
It's getting worse. Where what prince went? The second prince?
Yes, the
second prince who failed his uprising. He got sent there, and that portal's getting worse. And there's like intelligent monsters coming out, even though they look crazy.
So you know what this means?
What?
World invasion arc.
True. Yeah.
And you know what's gonna be? I think if they really are going
we've been talking about that world invasion thing for a while.
Yeah,
so.
and I think the world's about to expand.
Yeah.
Now that that's gonna happen.
I told you, bro.
I didn't want it to happen. I was like, please no, because the setting is it's big and small at the same time. Right?
Yeah.
Where it's just like it's small and that like we really only talk about the Fiend races and
the humans.
Yeah. And it doesn't feel anything. It's much bigger than that.
Yeah.
Outside of like the 10 forbidden areas.
Yeah.
Then obviously we went to that other world. Which had more spiritual key.
Yep.
And obviously this one has less, and now we're just like, well, so we have to get more somehow.
Yep.
And it's like, well, what's better than going to another world that has more? Because clearly that's the route they're gonna go. I think they have to. But the reason I didn't like it was like the setting's gonna expand too much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like he set this all up
because right now the world feels wuxia.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna go Zhangsha. I don't like that.
I don't like how you did that. I think it's hard to create expand the setting without any prior talk of it happening. You know,
yeah.
A lot of times they'll talk.
We do have a lot of talking about it though.
Yeah, but I feel like before this, not really.
Well, we had a lot of there was a lot of hints of all the immortals, right?
Yeah, that's true.
The Celestial Emperor, and then all those legends that Zuan talks about from his old world that aren't for some reason here in this world. Like maybe they got cut off in another world, whatever.
No. Yeah, they did drop hints about it. They did drop a couple hints. It was good, that ending. And I feel like if that was at the beginning, after 20 chapters, we got that for 20 chapters. Let's say that was the first 50 chapters. Everything that we just talked about, golden, bro.
But did you see how much we glossed over stuff?
Oh, we glossed over so much.
Important.
It really, though, guys.
So much unimportant stuff.
Yeah, and this might be one of the quickest episodes ever. I don't even know if we're 40 minutes in.
I think we're actually only 40 minutes in.
And I think we're done.
Yeah, there's nothing else left to. I mean, we could theory, but there's not too much to really theory yet. Cause that was the next biggest thing after the fight was the portal opening. And then was there anything else? I don't think so.
No. Nope.
No. I think the next thing we're gonna talk about is his regent status, I guess. And how
Miki, Master's Master.
who?
Isn't it Miki? No, that's not her name. His master, Zuan's master.
Oh, Lee.
Lee. She probably gets her body. Next 100 chapters.
Maybe, yeah.
I think she gets her body.
She also has some kind of hidden identity, though.
Oh, she does. But she's getting her body.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Because now he has all the resources.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good.
Mm-hmm. That's happening. Sooner or later, she's gonna get her body back.
There is one thing that they completely did not mention.
What?
Concubine Bai.
Yeah.
And the Imperial grandson.
Mm-hmm.
What is gonna happen with that?
I don't know.
There's also another person that they need to mention at some point.
Who?
The demon girl. The girl that was.
You keep mentioning this lady
I
every
keep
time.
mentioning her because I'm like, bro, she played such a huge role in the beginning. Remember, that was like, she basically helped him. Oh, she didn't really help him.
Right.
But like, their relationship helped him like create his Tao. Remember, like that was when he was like, I'm gonna be invincible in this world. After he took the wife from the king.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I was like, oh, she can play a great role. And then
I'm not gonna lie, that must have hit you really way harder than it hit me because I always keep forgetting about that.
Bro, every time I'm like, bro, they won't mention her at all.
No.
Like, what is going on?
Wasn't she also the person that saved them from the dragon? Like there was a red dragon following him and like about to kill him. And she came in and saved him. And he was able to use the poison dagger to kill him.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
And she's part of the demon clan, so I thought because of the princess, I forget
Sue or something.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there'll be an appearance at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm the only one that cares for this lady.
You've been riding for her, bro. If she comes back in a big way, everybody's gonna have to give you some props for that.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think there's anything left.
No.
Let's hope that we get some more information on the other worlds.
Yeah, we got some Christmas woes this year.
Oh yeah.
It's a December of sadness.
And it's crazy because this is like, I feel like it's been a year.
Yeah, it's been a year.
Started doing the podcast.
Yes, sir. It's a solid year.
Yeah. Obviously, it's not 52 because there's been some weeks that got skipped.
Yeah, you know.
But it's been a year since we started doing this.
It's been a solid year, guys. We did what, 46?
Yep.
46. That's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like people don't usually stay consistent. Like, we can't say we're extremely consistent, but 46 out of 52 weeks, I give myself a pat on the back for that one. You know, 100%. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I cannot complain with 46. Maybe we get like 48 next year. Woo! It was a good week or a good year. It's a good year. Happy we started this, man.
You too.
All right, so next week are we gonna do the yeah? So guys, we are officially going back to Beyond the Timescape.
Yes, sir. I know people love that novel. It's rated 98% on Wuxia World.
It is
now.
Crazy,
and
bro.
It has like 400 chapters, so I know people got plenty of, reading in to be like, this is trash or this is great.
It's number 3 on popular this week on Wuxia World, and you're right. I have never seen anything with higher than this. It's at 98%. Like,
it's actually nuts.
Like, people love this.
It's just so new. The world is super unique.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yep, I agree.
And the cultivation.
Yeah, so we're doing chapters 200 to 300.
Yeah.
So we left out the chapter 200. Obviously, we didn't go crazy in depth. We didn't want to spoil you guys. And then, but we're going chapters 200 to 300. They're currently at like 430-ish. So we'll get there sooner or later. Probably after this, maybe we do 50 chapters every time we talk about it. I don't know yet, but
I don't know if they're that.
They talk a lot. There's a lot of things that go on. But I don't know. We'll see how we do with the 100 chapters.
Long enough to be 50 though.
Maybe we just see how we do with 100.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe we should cut it down to 75, maybe 50. Maybe it stays at 100. I don't know.
Maybe.
I wouldn't mind reading another 100 chapters Beyond the Timescape. I haven't read it since chapter 300.
Me neither.
We have 130 chapters.
Yep. And I'm going to reread it because it's been a minute.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to shameless plug here. I do it, I think, every other week. A record of Immortal's journey to immortality. Immortal Realm, guys. It's fire. All right, look. All I'm saying is yes. This other one, Beyond the Timescape, is fire, number 3. But Immortal Realm, it was right there. I don't know where it went. All right, whatever. Wait, no, wait. Let me see, bro. No, I'm telling you, bro. This thing is crazy.
I don't know.
Let's see. How do I get onto this? Let me see.
How many chapters is there?
It's at 384.
Okay.
Look, 94% likes.
Oh.
All right. That's the sequel, or that's the one that comes after the sequel, right?
Yeah.
That's the sequel, guys. It's coming in crazy. I just reread the original, around 2,450 chapters.
Yeah, he went nuts.
It was awesome. I left a review. If any of you guys want to see it, I left a review. That's the only book I've ever left a review for. I wanted to get the likes up. You guys should read it. I'm telling you. I need a shameless plug it in there.
I'm also going to talk about.
What?
Well, it's not plug.
Well.
But it's just tell us being the hero of the
All the side stories.
side stories. They're nothing.
Really?
I mean, it's just like random stuff.
Really?
But they
Like what type of
finally-
random stuff?
Like their life on Earth.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, Eshna and Hawa finally got they went with him.
Oh,
be
they
his
did?
Wives.
Oh, nice. Who's his wives?
Eshna, Hawa, and Evelyn.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jihyun is working at a company. This is
Doing what? Attack?
I don't remember. They said the number one company in Korea. So I was like, whatever the company that is.
Yeah.
But it was all boring. It was,
Okay.
it was like fluff.
Okay.
Up until the last chapter.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Well,
was still fluff, but it was cool.
alright.
We finally got to see the crossover from Second Coming to Gluttony.
Oh, really?
Yes, and they revealed something crazy that I did not click. Maybe Second Coming of Gluttony. Actually, no, I don't think we've ever clicked it. But you know how there's another novel, right, called Memorize,
Yes.
and that's the martial god.
Yep.
And he apparently in his backstory,
Mm-hmm.
he's called the Chaos Constellation,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously you know how Jihu is the Golden Constellation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, when Heavenly King rose, gave birth to Chaos,
Mm-hmm.
and Chaos, you know how actually you wouldn't know because this happened in the side stories. So when
In the second Gluttony side stories?
no in the
To help
Tell's
being
Being
a
Hero,
hero
so
stories.
when Chiwoo came back,
Mm-hmm.
he was like, the Choi family's leaving the Celestial Realm.
Oh.
Obviously, that was left a huge power vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
So he grabbed the Cernitas. He was like, "You're gonna work, and I'll give you your wish."
I thought he killed them.
Nope. He just kind of had them in their nest.
Oh,
in
okay.
prison.
Okay.
So he brings them back. He's like, "Y'all do this work,"
Mm-hmm.
and the Celestial Realm was like, "Oh, thank you." But he told the Cernitas like, once I'm happy with your work, I'll give you your wish.
Mm-hmm.
And he granted them their wish, but the Celestial Realm, like dummies, they were expanding with the Cernitas, but obviously when they got their wish, they left.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a huge power vacuum.
Again.
And so they were like, "Oh, we got to lower the standards for heroes." So you know how you get a lot of trash, right? And apparently, I don't remember the exact, but like that led to chaos. Something bad happened, like in his child or whatever. So he wanted revenge.
Mm-hmm.
So he went and he destroyed the Celestial Realm.
Oh.
And when they asked Chiwu to step in, he said, "No, I'm not helping you
Mm-hmm.
because this is your fault." So he let them destroy chaos. He took Gabriel and Laguel,
Mm-hmm.
saved them, but all the other everyone else got killed, and the angels got cursed by chaos.
That's the second coming of Gluttony.
And then that's when
The fallen angels.
Yep, and that's when Jihu undid their curse.
Who sealed you?
Second Coming Gluttony.
Oh, how do you say his name?
It's sealed Jihu.
Yes. Yes,
So those fallen angels were the Celestial Realm angels.
Yeah, okay.
So I didn't know that.
That is because they always did talk about it in Second Coming of Gluttony.
The
And they just
heavenly realm, and
yeah,
the celestial realm, or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And that's when I was, that's the celestial. Oh, so that makes so much sense.
yeah.
Yep. And then, and obviously, also, I forgot that, that apparently the daughter of the martial god and one of his wives is a heaven rank 10 god.
Nice.
So we finally found that out. She's the only one aside from one other person.
Okay, that's a rank 10 god.
Yeah.
Is that the same as Heavenly King or like
No.
less than that?
No. He steps on everyone.
Okay.
He still steps on everyone.
That was actually pretty good from the backstories. I'm glad.
That was it. But that was like...
Is it done?
I don't know if there's another one. I think it's done. Because the only reason we got the crossover was because he was like, what's the best ramen in the universe? And obviously, the golden cross Seal Jiho's ramen. He's like, this is my art.
Yeah. He does make fantastic ramen somehow.
Yes. So that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they finally translate Memorize at some point because it's not translated in English.
Okay, yeah.
And
if it gets translated,
I'd like to read it.
I'd read it.
Yeah.
So far, the author's 2 for 2.
Mm-hmm.
The ending for Second Coming of Gluttony.
It was a good ending. I just didn't like the side stories.
Yeah, the ending was pretty good. The actually ending was very, very good. Ultimate peak battle.
Mm-hmm.
Led up to it, a lot of cool battles with the commanders and all that. No, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Yeah. Tell being a hero was pretty good until the ending.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, this author's 2 for 2, I give him.
Yeah.
I'd rememorize on principle alone.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
So next week though, we're talking about Beyond the Timescape. Chaz, it's 200, 300 guys. We'll reread it. Get on it. I actually remember one thing that I love that happens, like how the world opens up a little more, and like, yeah, this is gonna be good. 100 chapters.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah. Finally, we can talk about it without like
tiptoeing.
Exactly. Yeah, we can talk to our heart's content. But all right, guys, we will see you next week.
Biggest scammer.
Adamar.
Peace out.